on? Yeah, I think we're on. All right. Welcome to Here's the Situash. I am your host, Jacob Lujan. Uh, yeah, it's just a pod I'm doing. Something to help me hopefully get better with comedy. I am doing stand up here in Austin, Texas. You can't be a fucking comedian without a pod, you know? That's comedy 101. And that's a Joe Rogan quote. I mean, it's not, but wouldn't be surprised if it was, you know? Yeah. It is audio only, so if you're like me and you like watching podcasts, totally understand this isn't your thing. I will be going to video, maybe in a few months once I move. I'm kind of doing this out of my one bed apartment, and there's not a lot of room. It's kind of annoying, but you know, we all gotta start somewhere. So this is me starting it. Let me see. Yeah, so this would be like a mainly comedy podcast. I may get deep. I may talk about real things, you know, problems in my life, issues in the world, whatever it may be, you know, but we want to keep it light, you know, just want to be a fun podcast. You don't want to hear like some boring science type shit. If you want that, you can go to Rogan for sure. But I mean, I'm trying to be interesting, you know, keep the vibe flowing. Let me see. Yeah, I've been in Austin for like almost a year now. Got a job up here. Originally from Victoria, but it's fucking. I'm not gonna keep driving 2 hours Victoria to Austin and back. You know, working 10 and 12 hour shifts. That's kind of hell. I'm not sure if I can say the name of my job because they're real anal about putting their company out there somehow a little bit. I'm not sure. Fuck it. I work at Tesla. I don't love electric cars. I don't hate them. I mean, it's a job, you know. Pays well. Hours are kind of annoying. Like one day I'll work 10 hours. The next day would be 12. The next day 10. The next day 8. It fluctuates. That's super annoying. I mean, out of my control, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's not cheap living in Austin. I can fucking tell you that. And if you don't live up here or live in a big city, you already know the vibes, dog. Dog, this one bed, one bath apartment is on the second floor, okay? And it's $1,600 a month. You understand? $1,600 for a damn one bed on the second floor. I mean, dog, what are we doing? Back in Victoria, where I'm from, I could get a two bath townhome for like $800. I understand it's Victoria. It's a smaller town. Shit isn't crazy. It's not packed. The population is small. I understand, but dog. I mean, I guess Tesla's kind of the reason why everything's so expensive here. Well, it's two things. Okay. COVID brought everyone and their dad to Texas because they realized how fucking stupid California was with their laws and with their lockdowns and shit like that. So people came to Austin. They went to Nashville, Tennessee, you know, Florida, anywhere in Florida, to be honest. So like that shot everything up for sure. And then Tesla, the factory, having it in Austin, shot everything up too. Because you're bringing jobs, you're bringing people. Dog, I work with people all over the world, like every state, dude. I work with a guy from like Nigeria, and another one from. Is it Syria? One of those like controversial, terrible countries. I'm not positive, but yeah, one of those. And then like most of like the higher up process tech engineer people like India, China, you know. So yeah, it's cool working with people all over the world because I'm just used to being around like, you know, Mexicans, white people, black people, not really Asians in Victoria. Or Goliad, where I'm originally from. So, you know, diversity, getting to know different cultures, different people. It's pretty cool. It's different. It's new. But, yeah. It's just a little bit about me. I am doing, so I worked at Tesla like June of 2022. And I was going back and forth from Victoria to Austin. Also back to Victoria, which is a 2-hour commute there, 2 hours back. Working 12 hours, that was hell. But yeah, my lease was up in like August, and then luckily my parents live in Victoria, so I just like crashed with them for like 2 months, and even crashed like I was literally just sleeping there because I was literally during that time I was night shift, Monday through Friday, like 6 to 6. So I'm literally just coming home sleeping, like showering, eating, getting up, getting ready to go to work, there and back. Like I come home Friday or Saturday morning, and just sleep most of the day, and then maybe go to my girlfriend's house, go see some friends. Family has a barbecue, and then Sunday's just a rest day. Gotta get ready for the next day. So like those 2 months of crash with my parents, Jesus, I wasn't really there. So like my parents didn't care. They loved me, but they weren't like, God, he's just at home all the time. Like I was literally just there to sleep and save up. And then once I got enough money, got an apartment up here. Didn't realize every goddamn apartment was like the minimum like $1,400 for like a studio, and then up from everything. 1, 2, 3 goes to like 2 grand, 2,200, 2,500. Fucking ridiculous. But I mean, that's the economy. Can't really do anything about it. Oh, hold on. Crack open a can of happiness for a second. It's not a beer. It's a sparkling water. Yeah, I'm bougie like that. I'm so fucking carbonated. Like I burp nonstop. It's actually annoying. So if you hear me burping through the pod, I'll try to get away from the mic, but like my setup is kind of in a corner. Can't really move around. My chair and table is my laptop, but I'm doing this from my Mac. Got the GarageBand. Got my mic, my headphones. Feeling profesh. But yeah, dog, sparkling water is where it's at. Yeah, this one's Waterloo. Never really drink it till like now, like the past couple weeks. Pretty good. How does it taste like lemon lime? And there's no calories, no sugar, no nothing. How the fuck? There's no way I'm not getting cancer from this, dog. There's no way. It tastes like lemon lime and there's no ingredients in it. Come on, dog. Whatever, there's no calories. I feel less fat. Man. Let me see. So yeah, I'll be talking about like shit going on in my life, maybe current events, certain news topics. I don't want to get political because that's just not fun. If you know how to like talk politics and be funny and have jokes and like dumb it down, good for you, dog. That's a great skill. Oh my god. Sorry about that. Like this comedian Giannis Pappas, dog. Giannis Pappas. Go listen to his podcast or watch it on YouTube. The Giannis Pappas Hour. This dude is so fucking funny. He makes anything funny, including politics. And it's not like that cheesy, corny, like, Trump has small hands, or like the sleepy Joe Biden falling downstairs. It's not that corny shit that like these cable network, like daily shows do. I hate that shit's so annoying. Giannis is smart as fuck, knows what he's talking about, and makes it funny. It's wild. So yeah, I won't really get into politics, but if I do, I'll try to break it down as best I can. I'm just not that bright. I'm not that smart, dog. Like, I don't know politics for shit. I'm 24. Most 24-year-olds are either like up politics ass because they majored in like history in college, or like they don't give a shit, they don't know. Which I should care. I understand. But, I have my own problems to deal with. I'd rather not be like, so, Syria, this is happening in Syria. Can you fucking believe it? Like, dog, I got my own shit to worry about, Unless it affects me and my loved ones, my friends, people I know, then I'll talk about it, Which can be selfish, I guess, but, I'm doing what I'm doing. Let me see. I guess I'll talk about the elephant in the room, which is Jada Pinkett. I'm not even going to say Smith. She doesn't deserve Jada Pinkett Smith, dog. Because apparently she's writing a tell-all. And she's just like shitting on Will Smith for like half of it. And saying they've been like separated for 7 years. Dog. You're telling me this dude slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars for nothing? Like, what the fuck are we doing here? What has Jada done in the past 10 years that anyone is like raving about? You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to sound misogynistic. I know she's an actress. She's done some things, but we're talking like 30 years ago, dog. You're just not she's not relevant. Like, okay, she has that Red Table Talk on Facebook. Who the fuck is watching that? Bah. Oh my god. I need to tone this shit down, dude. Who's watching that? That's basically her, like, that's her trying to be Oprah, the Red Table Talk. Ugh. She's trying to, like, tell people how to live, give them advice, tell them what they need to be doing. That whole pretentious, artsy fartsy, well, I'm spiritual type shit. Get out of here, dog. Nobody cares about that, okay? Will Smith is probably the best thing that's happened to her. And having kids with him, again, not trying to be misogynistic, not trying to sound like a total dickhead. That's just how it is. What's the last Jada Pinkett movie someone will tell you? If you're like, oh yeah, I love Jada Pinkett, they're going to be like, what, Menace to Society in 93, bro? You fucking joking me? I mean, what are we talking about? But apparently she's writing a tell-all and just talking like just nonsense. I mean, who knows what to believe? Because like if anybody, the minute anyone writes a tell-all, it's just them trashing people. It's like usually celebrities because, you know, they want people to read it. So that's like their clickbait, even though it's a fucking book. They're trashing celebrities saying, oh, I almost had sex with so-and-so. And so-and-so came on to me. And I told them no. Like, it's just, those people don't, the other person, like whoever Jada's talking about, besides Will Smith, I'm sure they don't want their shit out there. You know what I mean? Like if I was a celebrity in like fucking the early 90s now, like hit up Jada, like, hey, what's up, girl? By the way, what a terrible way to pick up a woman. Hey, what's up, girl? In 93, like the fuck are we talking? Whatever. And like we hit it off. We have some drinks, then we go back to her house, and then, you know, I lean in for a kiss, she pushes me away. I'm like, all right, it's all good. And then I leave. Never see her, talk to her again, okay? 30 years later, she writes, yeah, so like he came on to me for a kiss and I had to shove him away. I couldn't believe he tried to do that to me. I'm like, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, she can just twist it, say whatever she wants to say, and because it's her memoir, her book is out there, they're probably going to believe her. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about here, dog. It's just a topic. I mean, by the way, the time this comes out, I mean, this will be like maybe a few weeks later, maybe a month. I don't know. This is an audio only podcast, so like I'm still waiting on my friend to get back to me with like the cover art for my podcast. So like when I upload it, you know, that just a picture it shows like above the description. I'm waiting on that. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I don't really want to bug him. Like, hey man, how's my cover art coming? I don't want to like bother him because I think my friend's friend is doing it. So I mean, you know, people are busy. We have lives. Totally get it. Don't want to bug him, but you know, I'm gonna try to bank at least a few episodes so that it's consistent. Like I want to at least try to at least get one episode out a week. And with my schedule, it's kind of annoying because I work Monday through Friday, 10 to 12 hours. Certain days out of the week, I'll go to an open mic, try some jokes. And then like the weekend, if I'm not going out of town to see family or concert or comedy show or something, then I should have time to record an episode. But you know, gotta make it a priority. Consistency. That's how you build a fan base. That's how you build a following. You know. If you're still listening to this, I mean, thank you. I appreciate you. I know the first few episodes are going to be pretty boring, pretty everywhere, just because I'm trying to find my footing. So, appreciate you. Thank you for still listening. Let me see. Ooh, dude, I saw. So this was like 2 weeks ago. Like 2 weeks ago now, like for me. But when this comes out, it'll probably be a month or so. I saw 3 Days Grace and Chevelle in the Woodlands. Like outside Houston, the Woodlands, whatever. Great fucking show. Chevelle's like one of my favorite bands of all time. So like, of course, if I can see him, I'm going to see him. Yeah, they've been around for like at least 25 years. Consistent, still putting out albums. Great albums. Rock They're rock. If you don't know Chevelle, dude, if you don't know Chevelle, like, get your shit together. Like, I guarantee you, if I played you The Red or Send the Pain Below, you'd be like, oh yeah, I've heard that song. Because like those two songs have been played on the radio like nonstop for the past 20 years, on like the rock stations, classic rock, lithium, whatever the fuck. If you have like AM, FM, I don't have it, but like I know when I go with people who listen to the radio on the rock radio, I'll hear it time to time. So you may be sick of those songs, but dog, if you listen to their albums, pretty fucking great. They never really switched up their sound too much. They're mainly like rock, alternative rock. And then their later albums are kind of heavier, like more screaming. Not like, but like he can sing and then he'll like yell, I guess. I can't explain it, but yeah, listen to Chevelle. Check him out if you haven't. Great band. One of my like top 3 favorite bands of all time. I saw 3 Days Grace. 3 Days Grace like opened for them, or like what's before them. Chevelle was the headliners, and I like 3 Days Grace. I liked them a lot growing up. I totally forgot the original lead singer is like not with them anymore. I guess he's been gone for like at least 10 years or so. And I remember hearing about it, but then I don't know if 3 Days Grace still put out music. I mean, they did, but like I never. But they're one of those bands where like the lead singer Adam something, don't know his last name, but like that dude was 3 Days Grace. You know what I mean? Like I Hate Everything About You, Just Like You, Animal I've Become, Pain, Riot. Like these are like their damn anthems, bro. And when that singer goes and they replace it, it's just not the same. They're one of those bands where like you replace the lead singer. I'm pretty sure it's a messy breakup, but they're just not the same band, you know? They played a lot of the old hits, and it's weird having like the newer singer sing the hits that he wasn't there for. It's just, I don't know, it's weird. It seemed like my girlfriend was like, this seems like a tribute band for 3 Days Grace than actual 3 Days Grace. I'm like, yeah, I know, but I mean, just live music. Seeing anything live is always a better experience than like seeing a recording or YouTube video, something on streaming. It's just, you can't beat live music. You can't beat live comedy, dog. Like even with specials, like so many comedy specials, you'll watch and like really not laugh. But I don't know, it's like with the editing, the camera angles, like, I don't know, it takes you out of it. It's weird. But every live show I've been to, like comedy wise, I've laughed my ass off. Like diarrhea. Like everyone I've seen has been hilarious live. And then I've seen a special of theirs and I'm like, it's alright, but it's just not the same. So yeah, we saw 3 Days Grace and Chevelle. Fucking rocked. That was my second time seeing Chevelle. I saw them like 2 years ago in that same Woodlands Pavilion area. Dog, there is this restaurant called Whiskey Cake I guess in the Woodlands, or like 10 minutes from. It was like Oak Ridge. It was like not Houston, but outside Houston, really near it, close. Dog, Whiskey Cake. If you ever hear of it, near it, go to it, okay? It's a full-blown whiskey bar. So if you like whiskey, like your boy, it's your kind of place. But dude, also the food there fucking slaps, dog. It's gas, as my friend Will would say. Oh, that shit's gas. I had like a hot hen chicken sandwich. Dude, it was so good. It was like 2 long ass chicken patty type things with like bacon and cheese and like lettuce and mayo with like fries, and the fries were like seasoned kind of weird, but they were great, and the ketchup was even seasoned or mixed with something. I mean, dog, never had anything like it. My girlfriend had like a damn rotisserie chicken with like carrots, like some farm fed shit, which is good, but it's like we're at a restaurant. Let's get something normal, that kind of shit you could have made at home. But we all like what we like. And then my other friend, god damn, what does she have? Damn it, I can't remember what she had. But dude, all the food there is great. Full blown whiskey bar. They they make their own scratch bread. Like you see it, it's like a bakery. I mean, not a bakery. It's like a table where they make scratch bread and they have their pans and carts. It's cool, dude. It's a vibe. You know what I mean? Their restrooms are dark, but like they're lit with candles, so it's like a damn tavern. So I'm sure people were pissing all over the walls, but like, dude, they make their own fucking candles. And they smell so good. They even have alcohol candles. They had like Crown candles, Jack Daniels, Jim Beam, and they like vanilla honey. Like they smell great. It's a great place. If you're ever there, check it out. And then they have their famous whiskey cake, which is like it's a chocolate cake with like, I think it's like infused with bourbon or something in the actual cake, or like the drizzle, the caramel chocolate drizzle has like bourbon in it, and they give you like a damn separate bowl of like homemade whipping cream. I mean, dog, one bite of it, I want to shit my pants, but I'm lactose intolerant, so that's on me. But I don't give a fuck, dog. It was so good. You gotta try this place. If you ever, I'm sure they have other locations, but the one we were at was in like Oak Ridge, outside of Houston near Woodlands, that area. You need to check it out. So we did that like on a Friday, and then the Saturday after that, we went to the Renaissance Festival in like Todd Mission or some shit. It's like the middle of nowhere. I'd never been to one of these things. I heard about them, but I just assume you have to be a fucking nerd to want to go to these things. I mean, I don't know. You just hear Renaissance, you're like, oh, you're a fucking dork, you know? It was cool though. We were there for like at least 4 or 5 hours. They have hella food there. Like I had a piece of fried alligator on a stick with like some Tabasco sauce. Dog, that shit was so good. I'm just talking about food now. I'm so fat. I mean, it's just what happened to me during my weekend over there. But dude, I fucking love popcorn and kettle corn. I saw them like hand make the kettle corn and serve it to me in a bag. That shit slapped. I realized the Renaissance Festival. Oh, dude, you know I had my Coors Light on deck. I mean, what are we talking about here? Had my Coors Light. The mountains are blue. Coors Light's the best beer. Don't want to hear it, dog. Okay? Best beers, Coors Light, Miller Lite, Michelob. Okay? For like light beers. I drink light beers because Modelo, Dos Equis, Stella, all those shit are good. They are good beers, but they're so fucking heavy, like in calories. Bah. So if I drink like 2, I'm bloated as fuck and feel like I ate a whole ass meal. So I stick to light beer, you know? So yeah, I had like oh my god, it's ridiculous. I had my Coors Light on deck. I wanted to get it out of like one of those King's mugs. Or, god damn it, what is the mug called? You know what I'm talking about though, right? Like the Royal Crown, the King Cup, whatever. I thought they would be selling beer out of that, but I literally could not find them. So they gave it to us like in a plastic cup or just a can. Either way, pretty fun. I realized the Renaissance Festival is just an excuse for like women to just have their tits out, you know? Because they're all wearing those like, I don't even know, 18th century, 19th century, like the Renaissance, like those dresses that are like the lace, the tie in the back. So they're like pushing your side and like hips and your boobs just all the way up. Like it looks uncomfortable, honestly. But like so many women there were like wearing that kind of shit and their tits are just out. Like they look like they're on the verge of popping out. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, you can do what you want with your body. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I didn't realize that was the Renaissance Festival. Dude, there was even guys like almost completely naked. Like it looked like I saw 2 dudes who looked like fucking Bert Kreischer. Like I would say they're like 280, and they're just walking around with like a loincloth around their crotch. Like half of their ass was out because it mainly covers the crotch, not really the back. They're just walking around, eating, drinking beers, like talking to like women and kids, just hanging out. I'm like, dude, I guess, yeah, we're outside, but like, come on, man, there's kids here. They're just like out and they're all hairy as fuck. They're big and hairy. They look like goddamn bears, you know? I'm like, I guess you can do whatever the fuck you want here. But yeah, it was a good experience. I'd never been there, so it's pretty cool. They had chocolate dipped cheesecake on a stick. And I was like, I mean, It's just a lawsuit waiting to happen. You know, all it takes is like one fat guy or fat woman, not discriminating. It just takes one of them to like eat it and have a heart attack and just die right there, you know? Like I was looking at it and I could like feel myself getting diabetes. My girlfriend had it. She like shared it with one of our other friends that was there. I had a bite. It was good, but like it's so overbearing, like sweet. I'm like, dog. And there, I saw people eating them like fucking popcorn that whole time we were there. They're just like biting on it on a stick, eating it, throwing it away. Like a whole family had one, even their two little kids. I'm like, well, you kids are gonna get onset diabetes now, you know? Great parenting. But who am I to say that, you know? Maybe it's one of those days. It's just one of those days. God, that sounded terrible. Maybe they're just like, you know, we're at the Renaissance Festival. It's a weekend. Let's splurge out. I totally get that too. I splurged by like going to Whiskey Cake, had whiskey, forgot what it was, and that bothers me, dude. But it was good. I like my whiskey like on the rocks now. I feel myself getting manlier as I grow older. I am 24, so I know I sound like a total dick. You know, I have a douchey vibe when I say that. I understand. But, I mean, I like prime whiskey and bourbon. So, like, you don't want to mix that shit with soda because then you're, like, defeating the purpose of drinking that. Like, if you're going to mix whiskey with soda, get fucking Crown. Get, like, a Crown Apple, Crown Vanilla, Crown Peach, or, like, a Jack Daniels. Like, mix that shit with soda. That's, like, $20, $30 whiskey. No one gives a fuck. But if I get some Buffalo Trace, dude, or a Woodford Reserve, I'm drinking it over ice. Okay? A fat ice cube that I have in my freezer for a special occasion. Like that. You know? The Woodford Reserve burns a little more than the Buffalo Trace. But dude, I just got this new one. It's a Japanese whiskey. I do not remember the name, and I don't want to get up and go bring the bottle over here because then it'll be like 5 seconds of dead air, and I'd rather not. But I want to say it's like Saturi, Tsuki. Fuck, I'll bring it up on the next podcast. But dude, it's the smoothest whiskey I've had, and it's I don't know, double barreled, aged 13 years or something, and made in Japan. And I heard Japanese whiskey is good in the high end. It was like $40. And it's a pretty decent bottle. Dude, that one I can sip straight all day long. And with winter coming, dog, winter is whiskey weather. I fucking love whiskey in the winter, okay? Ice cold beers for the summer because it gets hot as balls. But like, dog, as soon as it drops under like 50 degrees. Actually, as soon as the weather goes like under 60, it's whiskey all night, okay? Shit slaps, no. I'm like the few one of my friends who even drinks and then drinks whiskey at that. So like I just seem like a fucking old dad. If we go to a bar or like hang out with drinks, everyone's drinking like seltzers, like cocktails with like Malibu and all that fruity shit. And I'm over here with my damn Buffalo Trace over ice. Looking like a fucking, you know, a Wall Street guy in his office. I might as well be wearing a fucking suit while I'm drinking it. By the way, everyone looks at me and they're like, dude, really? I'm like, what? We all have our shit. You don't see me bitching about your damn $15 Malibu coconut rum, do you? Okay. So leave me alone with my high-end whiskey, dog. Drinking so disrespectful. What else I got? Oh, I saw X. If you know me, dude, I only like very few like horror movie franchises because a lot of them fucking suck. But Saw X was pretty good. I like the Saw franchise. Everyone shits on it. They're like, oh, it's the same shit over and over. Jigsaw's dead. How's he still doing this? I'm like, dude, they're still better than fucking Halloween Mike Myers shit, Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger. All those. Saw is better than all of those and any other one you think of. The only other good franchises I think there are is like the Wrong Turn movies. I fucking love cannibal movies. I know I sound like a sociopath. I just like them. Like, I don't know. I'm just fascinated. I think the fact that like there's real people like that who live out in the world, like there's no way there's not like some cannibal like families in like West Virginia, like deep in the woods. There's no way that's not a real thing. Okay, my girlfriend loves hiking and likes going out in the forest and fresh greenery and trees. I'm like, yeah, have fun alone. I've seen enough cannibal movies to not fucking be in the middle of Fuckville with no reception and no way to get police, no safety. Okay, I will say I would take some weapons. I've seen enough movies to know what to do, what not to do. I'm not gonna be a fucking idiot and just like run, trip, break my ankle. But I'm like, well, I guess I'm dying. No, okay, I'm gonna have a bat, maybe for sure, some knives. A dagger if I'm lucky. But like I'm not if I'm dying, I'm taking out like one of these motherfuckers, okay? I'm not dying like, oh no, watching them kill me. Like I'm taking out like one of these three fingered freaks, okay? And I say freaks because they are cannibals and they murder and eat people, so let's relax. If you're like, oh come on, like no. Fuck cannibals, okay? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm trying not to burp as much. I'm also drinking sparkling water, so it's kind of out of my control. But anyway, yeah, I saw Saw X. I love the Saw movies. I saw it with my mom, my sister, and her boyfriend. And yeah, it's kind of slow. I don't want to spoil it. In case shit, by the time this comes out, it's already out of the theaters because, any movie that's like not dog shit leaves the theaters in like 2 weeks. And then they have like fucking concerts in theaters for like a month. They'll have like some bullshit kids movie that no one's watching for like a month. Any kind of Marvel movie. I mean, that's why no one goes to the fucking movies. There's nothing to watch, bro. Fuck the strike. I hope they stay on strike. Who gives a shit? Most of the shit I watch is old because movies and shows nowadays fucking suck. There's maybe a handful of movies and shows that I've seen in the past like few years where I'm like, yeah, that was good. That was worth watching, but few and far in between. Okay. But yeah, the Saw, it starts off kind of slow. So this is like a little backstory into Jigsaw, aka John Kramer. This is like personal, like like every Saw movie, they just have a handful of people in traps, and then I want to play a game. You only have like fucking a minute and a half to get out of this head trap, or it'll smash your head and go out your ass. But this one, it's like about his like cancer or tumor or something. And he like goes to get help. He realizes he only has like so many months to live. It just goes along like that, and then I don't want to spoil it, but like it's kind of in the trailer too. So let's be real. You can't spoil a Saw movie. We all know what's gonna fucking happen. Who's gonna live and die? Maybe that you don't know a whole lot of the time, but we all know what's gonna happen. So he goes to Mexico because some scientist has some cure that she says has been working for patients. They have testimonials. So he's like, oh, okay. He pulls his life savings, goes to Mexico, goes through the procedure. He goes through it all. He wakes up like in the hospital bed. His head is wrapped. And then like the main lady who like did the surgery and all about his shit was like, welcome to the start of your new life. And then, he's like in tears, like, thank you. Because he thought he was going to die in like a month. So he, I think like a day or two later, maybe that same day, he gets up, he like unwraps his head and he looks in the mirror just to like see. And he sees that his hair is like nothing happened to it. They just like shaved the hair, I guess. Because they put him under anesthesia, however the fuck you say it. They put him under that, so he was like zoning in and out. And then he sees he only shaved his head. And then he's like, what the fuck? He's like, I've been had. No, he doesn't say that, but he's like, that's weird. So he goes to the place where they did the procedure, because it was like a hideout kind of Like he was like brought there in a cab. He got like kidnapped to get to that place because they were like, sorry, we had to kidnap you. It's just we don't want anybody knowing about this place. No one knows about it. It's like the government's out to get us if they find us, so we have to keep it secretive. Like upon him first going there for the procedure, so he remembers the way there, gets there, and then he realizes the whole building where everything took place is like cleaned out. Like shit's broken, everything's gone. There's like a couple wires, and then he finds a book. And basically, I don't want to go scene by scene because it was been a few weeks since I saw it, and I'm not. That's just boring. But he realizes it was a scam. They fucked him out of his like savings that he had, and they didn't do anything to his. They didn't fix his tumor, his cancer. They didn't even drill in his head. I think they ended up like they had a screen showing like surgery, but it was one of those like a tape of this guy's like, here's how to do surgery on your head, and then it just shows the camera like digging into brain. He was zoning in and out during it, looking at that, and then he thought, oh, he's kind of watching them do the work, but it was just a tape they were playing. So like they fooled him. They fucked with the wrong one, okay? Fuck with the wrong one. This is John Kramer, dog. This is Jigsaw. This is I want to play a game. This is that little fucking puppet rolling out on a damn tricycle. Fuck with the wrong one. And he gets his revenge. Everyone who was involved, from the cab driver to all the alleged surgeons to like the maid that was there, like he tracks them all down, puts them in this like salt trap warehouse, and then you know the deal from there. I don't want to say. I'm not going to tell you if he lives or dies, okay? You're going to have to watch that for yourself. Because I don't know. I like the movie, so like if I was hearing this, I wouldn't want someone to be like, oh yeah, so this happens and that happens, and then that's the end, because that sucks. If you like the Saw movies, it's worth watching. It's not, some of them I get are stupid because they're like, oh, well actually this detective was behind it the whole time. Actually his apprentice was behind it, like after he's dead. This one isn't like that. This is like his personal. It's weird because you kind of feel sympathy for him during it, because like he's legit been done wrong. This is personal. Of course, most people can be like, yeah, well, fuck him. That's what he gets for murdering and torturing people. I mean, yeah, I guess I get that. But I mean, if you have cancer and you're going to die in a month, I don't know. I can see how you can be like, fuck him. He deserved to die. He shouldn't be living. Still not telling you if he lives or dies. Or they can be like, wow, that's sad. Like he's kind of trying to do some good, and then he gets scammed and gets his money taken. And, you could look at it like it's like those people deserved it. You could look at it like, oh, fuck him because he's killed so many people. I understand. That's just my take on it. I thought it was worth watching. I like the Saw movies. I'm not a sociopath, I swear. Yeah. Dude, during the movie, these fucking people were like sitting directly behind like the four of us that were there. And they're like coughing and hacking during most of the movie. And if you know the Saw movies, John Kramer fucking whispers every time he talks. He doesn't talk like how I am right now. He's like, so how long do I have to live? Oh, I guess I gotta do what I gotta do. Like he sounds like that every fucking movie. And these people behind us are like, ugh, I'm like, dog, are you giving us fucking COVID right now? I haven't had COVID in 3 years, okay? I had it when it was cool to have it. I had it in like July of 2020, okay? When the real ones got it. And I didn't even get it from going out. I got it from like a friend, who I won't name. It's all good though. We're still friends. But these people are just coughing and hacking right behind us, and they're like talking during the movie. Like, oh, I was getting so annoyed. I'm like balls deep in my medium popcorn. And they're like, yeah, you only have a month to live. And this woman's like, yeah, you're going to die. I'm like, shut up, bitch. This is a movie. I think this whole, like, people staying in during COVID and, like, only watching streaming shit, like, being in your own home watching movies and TV, fucked up, like, casual moviegoers, because you're so used to, like me and my friends, if we ever get together, or even my girlfriend and I, if we watch movies or shows, we'll like talk shit during it, make jokes, have a good time. But we know better not to do that when we go out to a fucking movie, Like that's have respect. Other people are there to watch it. Shut up. Don't be on your phone. Don't have it on. Don't have the sound on. Typical movie etiquette. These fucking people, I mean, they act like they were in their living room just talking like most of the movie and then coughing and hacking. And I could like feel particles. Luckily, I was wearing a hat, so it was covering like my face area kind of. But I could feel their coughing particles hit my arm, and I was like, dog, if this shit happens like 2 more times, I'm gonna pop. You understand? And I don't get confrontational in person. I try not to, because really, there's no upside, I talk shit in like a jokingly way, like, yeah, I'm bad, I'm an alpha, I'll fuck anyone up. Dude, it's all jokes, okay? I don't think I'm ready to fuck the world. Bring it. Who wants it? I'm not one of those guys. If I give off that vibe, just know it's joking. But I know when it gets serious. I know when to stop, okay? But Jesus, dude, I was like ready to fight. And it was like a couple. It was like a man and woman behind us. And I was like, dog. Like, I know we're not in the 50s, but I was like, dog, check your woman. Okay? That's not cool to say now. I understand. I get it. But once you've been coughed on enough and they're ruining the movie experience, you're like, I'll say a slur right now. Okay? And I know what you're thinking. No, they weren't black or Asian. They might have been Mexican. I don't know. I didn't look around. I didn't turn around and look at them. But when they left, I think they were Hispanic. But just that energy, I was like, dude, I'm ready to say something I'm going to regret. But I didn't. I kept my cool. Ate my popcorn with the little crunch bites in them. I was on my fat boy shit. It's a movie. I don't go to the movies for shit because nothing's worth watching. But yeah, towards the end of the movie, they stopped. Thank God. But my God, dude, it's so infuriating. Like, into a movie and people are just ruining it around you. Like, I would never do that. My God. Okay, anyway. So yeah, Saw X. If you like Saw, watch it. It'll probably be on streaming soon. I liked it. It was pretty good. It's not like the other ones. It's personal. Yeah, that's my Saw X movie take. I might have like a movie or show take like every other episode. Just like recapping a movie I saw that I think is worth talking about, or even if it fucking sucked, I'm going to talk about it, Like I said, I want to be talking about what's going on in my life. As far as like me pursuing stand-up, living in Austin, maybe something happened at work, maybe my girlfriend said this or did that, yeah, trying to keep it light. Ooh, this is kind of old, but I still want to talk about it just because. Dude, they're banning Skittles in, god damn it, what country was it? Okay, give me I should have had this prepared, I apologize, but I'm looking it up now. Where is Skittles banned? Fucking of course. California has passed a law banning 4 food additives commonly found in soda and candies. The law has been dubbed Skittles ban because an earlier bill targeted titanium dioxide, a chemical found in the sweet. Okay. Let's talk about it. Skittles. I mean, are we 8 years old? Who the fuck is eating Skittles? This is being recorded like a few days before Halloween, so maybe that's why I'm trying to bring it up too. Kind of relevant, but when's the last time you ate Skittles? Like, for real. I haven't eaten Skittles since like maybe middle school, when they were like handing them out one day, like those little fun size packs. Yeah. And like, I don't have a TikTok. I think that shit is annoying. I have an Instagram. Follow me at Jacob Lujan, JAYCOBLUJAN. Shameless plug. Have a couple clips. Might be posting some other clips. Talk about that another time. But dude, okay, they're banning Skittles. But I've seen like on Instagram and like on Reels, they mainly just show fucking TikToks on the Reels, So it'll have that TikTok icon like in the left corner or after it plays. So they go hand in hand, TikTok and Instagram Reels. Okay, I know, whatever. But seeing these fucking like annoying TikTokers who think they're like scientists or like journalists, and they're like, the most annoying one is like when it just shows their face and they're pointing up and it's a fucking like talking bubble cloud thingy. They're like, I know you can't see me. If you could see me, you'd fucking understand. But they're just like pointing up, like, look at this, and it's like, Skittles actually has titanium dioxide, which is god damn it, so bad at improving. But that's what this pod is for. It'll be like, did you know Skittles has titanium dioxide, which is bad for the human stomach, and can trigger hormones that can have a disease in your children? Blah 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 blah. I'm like, hey bitch, don't eat candy. Okay. Instead of trying to break down how much you, instead of trying to say big words and sound smart, don't eat fucking candy. What are we doing here? Like, okay, ban Skittles, who gives a shit? But it's also like, if your kid is eating this shit every day, you kind of deserve to get something. You deserve to have some kind of issue. I'm not trying to sound totally mean, but like, come on. If I ate fucking candy every day and then got diabetes, you should not feel sympathy for me, okay? It's my own doing. It's my fault. I guess if the kid's doing it, it's kind of the parents' fault, along with the kid's fault, depending on how old the kid is. But, dude, what are we doing? Like, it's so annoying seeing on, like, social media, they're like, did you know Skittles is bad for you because of blah, blah, blah? I'm like, oh, candy isn't good for you? Who the fuck would have known? Man, I can't believe I didn't know this. So you're saying if I eat Skittles, it's bad for my stomach and my health? I mean, gee, where was this 20 years ago? Yes, bitch, we all know Skittles and candy is bad for you. You eat it. If you eat Skittles like every once in a while, you'll be fine. I promise you, you'll be fine. But if you're eating the shit every day, I mean, yeah, something's bound to happen. Dog, you get cancer from like everything nowadays. I have like I have one of these bits I've done on stage. It's got kind of a laugh, but I need to tweak it and make it better. I mean, if you're listening to this, you're probably not going to see me because I do open mics. I either eat shit, do okay, or crush. You know, it varies. Comedy's fucking weird, man. I have this thing where I'm like, remember when cancer was super sad? Like your aunt would get it and be like, yeah, man, she has a stage 4 thyroid cancer. It's not looking good. She's probably gonna pass soon. And you're like, oh, I'm so sorry. Prayers to you and your family and your aunt. Now it's like, yeah, my uncle got stomach cancer from eating too many hot dogs from 7-Eleven. You're like, yeah, that makes sense. Your uncle's a dumbass. I know that's not funny. I go more into it, but that's just the idea. Yeah, like dude, you can die from eating like a fucking too many Doritos. You know? Like if you eat like a Lunchables that you never eat, or like you just pick up a Uncrustable, yeah, you'll fucking drop dead. Like everything gives you, dude, this fucking Waterloo lemon lime sparkling water could give me cancer. And you know what? I'm fine with it. Okay? Like, you can't live your life avoiding everything, avoiding this, that, and then you're eating. Everything you eat is going to fuck you up if you eat enough. That's just a fact. Even if you're eating healthy constantly, eating constantly healthy has got to be bad for you in the long run. I may be a fucking idiot and not know that, but dude, with the way food is, the way society is, the way scientists are talking, everything's fucking bad for you at some point. So live your life, eat what you're gonna eat, but don't be a dumbass. Don't eat fucking candy constantly, and then go on social media and be like, did you know eating a Kit Kat every day is bad for you? Here are 5 facts about why it's bad for you. It's like, no shit, bitch. Like, you're not smart. You didn't think of that. We all know shit like that. Oh my god. Over here ranting. Whatever, dude. That's just something that's been on my mind that I thought about talking about. Damn, almost 50 minutes. Wow. I realize these episodes are going to be kind of everywhere, but, I got to find my footing. Solo podcasts are weird because, I mean, when it's just you talking, you're kind of talking to yourself, or you're like talking to the audience, which if there is an audience, thank you. I appreciate you. Here's a situation. But, like I watch podcasts, like usually there's at least two people and there's like a banter back and forth telling jokes. But there are a few podcasts that are solo that are enjoyable. But, one of my homies said he might be moving to Austin soon. I don't know. But if he does, he said he'd love to be a co-host. So I appreciate him. Um, you know, when the time comes, he could change his mind, get too busy. I might change, like, who knows? But, him saying that felt nice. This is the same friend who is trying to help me get my cover art, so I appreciate you. Fuck Dylan. It's Dylan. Appreciate you, Dylan. D. Will. He has a podcast with my other homie Euless called Real Spill. Check him out on YouTube. I think they're just on YouTube, but yeah, I'm going to have my podcast like everywhere you can have podcasts. But yeah, check them out on YouTube. Theirs is video. It's over like Zoom, Skype, whatever the fuck. Like they have their webcams and they're talking. They talk sports, like their love lives, movies. Shout out to homies. Gotta support, grow their fan base. Hopefully they do the same when this comes out. But no pressure. I'm not gonna be spiteful about it. But yeah, this is weird. I love watching podcasts, but I never thought I'd do one. But then, like, doing comedy, like, you can't be a comedian and not have a podcast. Like, that's just how you drum up business. That's how you get new eyes, followers. So we'll see how this goes. I want to be consistent, so I'm going to make an effort to, like, make a certain day or time where I can record. My girlfriend's currently out of town with her family, so that's why I'm able to record right now. It's quiet in here. I mean, she wouldn't mind, like, being quiet. Like she's told me that for the pod, but I mean, I don't know. I feel weird being like, okay, so for like an hour, can you just like not make any noise while I record? Okay, thanks. Also, I have like the most annoying neighbors, so they'll be like, I swear to God, they're like throwing furniture, like right above me. They're like throwing the furniture and like jumping on the ground. I'm like, dude, is there a fucking earthquake happening in just your apartment? What's the goddamn why? It'll be early in the morning, midday, and late at night. I don't fucking understand. I don't even know if there's kids above me. If there's not kids, I'm even more mad because that just means you're an obnoxious dickhead neighbor. I don't think there's been any stomping now while I'm recording this. So, I mean, thank God. But yeah, if you do hear some shit, I will address it. It's kind of out of my control. It's out of my control. I'm hoping to move. My lease is up in this apartment in February. So I really want to be able to rent a house. And if I can't, for some reason, because you need fucking credit to do anything in this world now, I'll just have to get a bigger apartment, like a 2-bed. That way I can have like a bedroom and then my studio room. My girlfriend works from home, so like her computer setup and desk will also be in that room, but it'll work out. It'll be easier with 2 rooms than a fucking living room and bed and bathroom. It's small, but I mean, that's all I got. And yeah, lease is up soon. Time flies. So, well, if you stay listening, thank you. I appreciate you. I do want to have an intro song. I will say that, just so I don't start like talking. Like, I don't know. I like having like an intro song, but you have to like fucking pay for it. Like even a free royalty free song, you have to like pay a subscription for it. I'm like, dude, I get it, but it's also annoying. I just want like a dope beat just to introduce and then fade out and then I come in. But who knows? Hopefully sooner than later I can get that worked out. But yeah, this was Here's Situation. Thank you for listening. Probably gonna try to bank a few episodes until these can come out. Yeah. Follow and support your boy. If you want to post it, tell people to listen to it. I appreciate you. That would help. You can go to my Instagram at Jacob Lujan. That's JacoBLujan. Give me a follow, Once I want to go video, but I just can't right now. But once I do, I can try posting clips here and there of like the funniest or best parts of the pod. And then, you You can catch me there. Get with the algorithm. But until then, thank you. I appreciate you. And if there's one thing I can leave you with, I might do this every episode. Who knows? But I have to say it. If there's one thing I can leave you with, it's this. Hoop a stank. And I'm out.